That's Ruby Turner on Video Soul. It's gonna be all right. Nice song. Whose song is it?
Co-written by myself and the two producers, Norris and Jollian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how did this particular song come about? I mean, whose idea was it?
Mine.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Well, the subject matter, yeah, was mine, initial idea. Norris laid down the groove, and myself and Jollian got onto the writing.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of writing?
I do, but for this album, it's the first time I've actually written anything for, to be recorded for the album, yeah. So I'm getting into that now.
Yeah. How much of it did you write?
4 tracks, co-wrote 4 tracks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a good chunk there.
Yeah, so you must be pleased with that.
I'm ecstatic. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's the best thing.
Have you always written?
I have, but no, like I say, nothing that I would, sort of present to the company to record. B-sides, yes.
What?
Well, I wasn't very confident in my work, I guess, and until I felt it was right. And I felt it was the right time for this album.
So how do you know that it's right?
You just get that feeling, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's when you think if you think it's right, it's right. It's something that you cannot. The time's gotta be right.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah. Okay. The groove is very similar to soul to soul.
Yeah. That sort of British sound that they're saying. Yeah. I mean, I'm really into that. I mean, I like that feel very much. So when I wrote the track, I said, yeah, I'm into this sound. That's the kind of sound I want, the feel I got for this track. Yeah. Soul to Soul is big. Yeah, they're huge.
In London,
enormous.
in England,
doing really well.
Yeah.
Doing really, really well.
Yes. And you hear so much of that groove now. That doesn't bother you? I mean, that you hear so much of that groove that you...
No,
it's kind of like you get grouped into all...
No, music's music. I mean, you do with it what you like. I mean, I took the groove and as far as I'm concerned, put good lyrics to it. And that's the most important. The groove is one thing, but you got to be singing about something. And it's going to be all right. There's a message in there saying, don't worry about things. Don't worry about it. It's going to be cool. It's going to be all right. So.
It sounds like that Jamaican attitude.
Yes.
It really, that's the Jamaican coming out of you, isn't it? No problem. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Cool running, man. It'll be all right.
How it is. Easy, as they say.
But that is a great message. I think a lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah, it's something that we say, it's very comforting, and I took that subject matter and we wrote around the song.
What about the other songs that you wrote for the album?
Paradise, which is the title track of the album, Crying Shame, and Leaves in the Wind, which has the reggae feel. Once again, the direct is coming out there. Yeah.
Tell me about Leaves in the Wind. I love that title.
Leaves in the Wind is a message. It's the only track on the album that speaks out to, not just, we're not dealing with love and emotion. Yes, we are in a sense, but what I'm dealing with here is people and their outlook on life. The song Leaves in the Wind is basically saying, look to the future. Don't give up. Be strong, have faith, and it'll pull you through. The lyrics go, look to the future. Look to the heavens for comfort within. It's also has a religious context to it too. So that's all. It's basically coming from me. My sort of religious background and my outlook on life, to be positive and to have faith. In your work, and I suppose in a sense it's a message to myself for continuing to push on and work to achieve, because it's not easy in the record business, and that I suppose they say, I've been a woman as well, you can be manipulated, but I mean faith, and honesty to myself. Be true to yourself.
How long have you been in the record industry now?
12, 13 years or
really?
So. Yeah, but only more or less went professional 7 years ago when I signed the deal then and started making albums.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time. During that time I've been working, doing gigs in my own band, touring with various other acts, singing with UB40, did backing vocals with UB40, sung on the first Labor of Love album, sung with Brian Ferry, toured with Culture Club, recently been working with a friend of mine in LA, Corey Hart, Canadian guy. So I've been keeping myself busy. I
mean, and with some good people too.
Yes.
I mean, that's a heck of a lineup you just named.
Yeah. I mean, I've done quite a lot. I mean, I've worked with people like the Rolling Stones. I've done stuff with Bill Wyman back in England, Jimmy Page,
Yeah.
Zeppelin, the guitarist. I've worked with a few people.
You know, they'll all be on the show one day listing you. They're saying, I've worked with
nice.
Ruby Turner. I'll go, wow, that's an impressive list.
Okay. No, I don't like name drop, but I mean, you say who we've worked with. And I mean, and there's a few more that are, Benny King, he came over and did, when he recut Stand By Me, I sang on that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Met up with him, made great friends, you know.
Yeah.
I've had some fun. It's been hard work, but it's been experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was worth it.
Yeah. Well, it's hard work, but it's not that hard when it's what you love, is it?
Okay, you should not complain. It was a hobby originally, and it's become my profession now.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful to be doing something that was a hobby and love, and able to still love it and be able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't complain. Thank God for that.
Continued success to you.
Thank you, Donnie.
Okay.
All right.
Ruby Turner, our guest today on Video Soul. Don't go away. We got a lot more videos for you coming up on Video Soul. We'll be back.